Hello class, welcome to Tal Tutorials. In this PPT, we will be discussing what are the forms of energy, how energy are conserved, and what are the various numericals which we will be discussing here. Before jumping to the forms of energy, I have given 5 forms of energy like solar energy, heat energy, light energy, hydro energy, electric energy. But regarding this, there are various more types of energy like nuclear energy, like geothermal energy, wind energy, sound energy, magnetic energy, chemical energy. There are in abundance. Here we are discussing on the 5 main types of energy. Solar energy. The energy radiated out by sun is known as solar energy. Solar energy cannot be directly used to perform work because it is too diffuse and it is not available uniformly. However, number of devices are there like solar panel, solar furnace. These metals store the energy which can be used in later. Heat energy again the primary source of heat energy is sun, but the energy released on burning coal, oil that also gives us heat. These are stored that it could be used in later. Third, light energy. It is a form of energy with the help of which we can see anything. Sun is the ultimate source of light energy again, but moon reflect the sunlight in the evening and we can see. Hydro energy. The energy possessed by the fast moving water is called as hydro energy. The energy is used to generate electricity in the electric power station. For this, dams are made. So, the water can be thrown or flown at a very high speed and we will get a good hydroelectricity. Last is electrical energy. When two dry bodies are rubbed together, they are getting charged due to the movement of free electron and they are giving us electrical energy. Here, principle of conservation of energy. According to principle of conservation of energy, energy can neither be created nor can it be destroyed. It can be changed from one form to another. So, in universe, energy occurs in various forms. The sum of all form of energy in the universe always remains constant. When there is a transformation of energy from one form to another, we will say that the energy is conserved. For the next part, we will be proving K plus U is equal to constant, where K is kinetic energy, that is half mv square, and U is potential energy, that is mgh. So before going to this formula, everything, see, we have to let a body of mass m be falling freely under gravity. Okay. From a height h, this is a height h, this is total height. From A, what is A? A is the position which is following. So at each point, we will be verifying at 3 points, at A, at B, and at C, where A is where it is started following, B is in the middle one point, and C is the ground. At point A, we know velocity is 0. So potential energy is equal to m into g into h. And kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, where we know there is no velocity, that is 0. So this becomes 0. So total energy will be potential energy plus kinetic energy, that is equal to mgh plus 0, that is mgh. So at this level it is mgh. Now we will come to the second level at B. See again, PE, potential energy, is equal to mg big H minus h, means this. So mgh minus mgh we can write, and we know that Ke, potential energy, kinetic energy, is equal to half mv square. So between A and B, we can use this formula, v square minus u square is equal to 2as, and in A we can write, and in A we can write as gravitational force and s distance, that is h. So here we'll get v square is equal to 2gh. So Ke is equal to half m V square, that is 2gh, that is mgh, where 2 get cancelled and it become mgh. So here also we can say that it is at point B also it is mgh. So at 2 point I can clearly state that here is also mgh and the third point is also mgh, and at the ground as u is 0 again it will come as mgh. Therefore it is proved that potential energy and kinetic energy always remains constant. Now we will discuss some question like a body when acted upon a force of 10 kgf get displaced by 0.5 meter. Calculate the work done by the force when the displacement is, we don't know, in a direction of force at an angle of 60 degree and normal to the force, and we know gravitational is 10 Newton kg per kg, 10 per Newton per kg. So force acting on the body 10 kgf, that is all, whenever it is kgf we always multiply into 10. So 10 into 10, that is 100 Newton, and displacement is 0.5 meters. So work will be force into displacement, we know, that is 100 into 0.5, that is 50 joule. Second, work at an angle of 60 degree. So work is equal to force into displacement in the direction of the force, that is F into S cos theta, where 100 we know that is F, distance is 0.5 and cos 60 is 0.5 again. So that is 0.5 into 0.5 into 100, that comes to 25 joule. Now it is coming to the normal to the force, that is 90 degree. Again same formula, F into S cos theta, 100 into 0.5 cos 90 is 0, the work is 0. Let us see another question. A machine raises a load of 750 Newton through a height of 16 meter in 5 seconds. Calculate the energy. For energy, what is the formula? Energy is same as work. The formula is force into displacement. So we have got force here and we have got displacement here. So we will just multiply 750 into 16. See, work equal to 750 into 16, that is this joule, 12,000 joule. Second is power of the machine. If it is 100% efficient, please ignore this. Power, what is the formula of power? Work by time. We have got work here and time is given as 5. So work by time, that is 12,000 by 5, that becomes 2400 watt. Third question. A man raises a box of mass 50 kg to a height of 2 meters in 20 seconds, while another man raises the same box in 50 seconds. Now we have to compare the work done for both the men and the power developed by them. The work done for the first man will be work done to raise the box of mass. So we have to find work. So work will be same because both are doing same thing, just the timing is different. The work will be what? Mass into, work, F into S, where mass is this and A. So A we have to find. As I said before, work done to raise the box of mass of 15 kg is same for both because both are doing same work. But what is the power? See, power is work by time. So what is work here? 50 into 10 into 2. That becomes 1000 joule. That is F A. This will become M into A. That will become F, and this is S. This is 1000 joule. And second guy power will be 1000 by 20, that is 50, and the second one is 1000 by 50, that is 21. So the first man is carrying a higher power and second man is carrying a lesser power. Let us see another question. A body of mass 5 kg falls from a height of 10 meter to 4 meter. Calculate the loss in potential energy. First we have to find the potential energy at 10 meter. Second we have to find the potential energy at 4 meter. So potential energy formula is mgh. So potential energy at 10 meter is mgh, that is 5, that is mass, 10, that is gravitational force, and another 10, that is h, that is height. So this becomes 500 joule. At 4 meter we will find again 5 into 10 but into 4. So this will become 200. So what is the loss in total potential energy? That is 500 minus 200, that is 300 joule. Second question. What is the total energy possessed by the body at any instant? See, we have to find at the highest point and the lowest point. Highest is 10, lowest will be 0. So at highest, potential energy and kinetic energy, the total energy possessed by the body at remain constant for free fall. It is equal to the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Thus at height at 10 meter, that is above, there is no movement there. So the kinetic energy will be 0. And potential energy is 500. We know that because we found it here. So total energy will be 500 plus 0, that is 500 joule. Now we'll come to the last question for this slide. A cannonball of mass 500 gram is fired with a speed of 15 meter per second. So two things we have here. One is mass, another is speed. Find the kinetic energy. First we have to convert this into kg. This will become 0.5 kg. Speed we have as 15 meter per second. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. We know this formula, where mass is 0.5 and this is 15 square. So half into 0.5 into 15 square, that becomes 56.25 joule. Now momentum. Momentum is nothing, it is just product of mass and velocity. Mass is this, velocity is this. We'll just multiply and we get the final answer. So class, we are done with the second chapter, that is work, part and energy. Thank you for concentrating here.